Brahmaivahamasmi Om. Vedantartha vibhasakaya gurave Shantaya sannyasine Nanavadi nagendra sangapavaye Yogindra vandyaya cha Mohadvanta divakaraya bhagavat padabhidham bibrate Tasmai bhashyakృతే namostu satatam Purnaya bodhatmane Brahmaham yat prasadena Mai vishvam prakalpitam Shrimat swayam prakashakhyam Pranavami jagatam guru Yah paramatma jagat srishtva Pravivesha punasvayam Tam Krishnam pratyagatmanam Vande gopi manoharam Yasya prasadad hamadvayatma Vishvam samastam mayi kalpitancha Tan sarvalokaika gurum sadashri Swayam prakasham gurumanatosmi Gurunam sharanam kojam pranipatya nirantaram Tatkripa Chinta Kaustubhamarabhe. So now a very important part before we proceed to the Vakyartham. What is the Vakyartham? Akhanda Bodha. That what is partless, indivisible is the Vakyarth. But sir, how does a Vakyam, in your case, the Tattvanasi Mahavakya, how is it able to bring the knowledge of that what is partless, that what is infinite? How is it possible? For which the teacher said there are three prerequisites. One is the laksharth of tat and tvam should be available to you in your buddhi. क्या क्या है? सबसे पहले एतो lakshartho upadaya. So first of all, the laksharth. And in order to reach the laksharth, what is required? The process of anvaya and vyatirek. Okay? Anvaya and vyatirek, which also falls under superimposition and e-superimposition, adhyaropa apavad. So now you have the laksharthas of tat and tvam. Then sambandha trayam sahitam. The next requirement is that one should understand that the words of this sentence, how do they connect to each other? Through three ways. And these three are called as sambandha traya. Okay? The three connections, sambandha traya. Sahitam. Then the vakyam, through yet one more process called as the lakshana. akhandartha bodhakam bhavati. Now, if any of these components is not there in full preparation, or if it is missing, then the akhanda bodha cannot take place. Okay? Therefore, lakshartha, sambandhatraya, and then the vakyam functioning through lakshana, three. All the three prerequisites are important. Now, since they are important, we have one thing. We need to understand what are these three connections because of which the words now become capable of delivering a meaningful sentence. So we were there. What are those three sambandhas? Padayoho, because remember, padayoho, and it should be very, very clear. Padayoho of the words, meaning, now let us consider only the Tattvanusandhanam Mahavakya. In the Tattvanusandhanam Mahavakya, the word tat, the word tvam, and asi, of course. These three words, though there are three, but now the consideration is the sambandham between tat and tvam. So the words and the objects illumined by the words. All right. So first of all, the words get connected to each other, and this connection of the words with each other, in the sense tat and tvam, this sambandha is called as samanadhikaranyam. Okay. In this book, it is used samanadhikaranyam. In other books, you are going to find samanadhikaranyam. Correct. Sama, both can be used. Samanadhikaranyam. Okay. First, between the objects of those words, what is the sambandha? Visheshana, Vishesha Bhava Sambandha. Okay. Then he goes to say, now even the words and their objects become the indicator. The words and also the objects of those words become the indicator. And that what is indicated by these indicators is akhandavas. Okay? Is that partless Brahman. So now, what is the relationship over here? Padayoho, padarthayoho. Akhanda chaitanyena saha laksha lakshana bhava sambandha. Got it? Now, so now we have to look into the details of each one. I said that this whole process is a little rigorous process. And therefore, if we are not going to be very attentive, sleepy, half-hearted, and not paying proper attention, we are definitely going to miss it. Therefore, now. So, the first sambandha, which is called as samanadhikaranyam, is taken for explanation. In the commentary part, in the physical text, if you have, it is page 118. Those who have not been able to procure the physical copy, the PDF is available for free download from Dakshinamurti Mutt publications. Okay. So now, nanu samanena adhikaranena sambandha samanadhikaranye tat katham vakyartha jnanotpatto hetu syad iti ashankya aha. Now, the word samanadhikaranyam itself is quite vocal. What does it mean? Samanena adhikaranena sambandha. Now, two people are living under the same roof. They are not blood relatives or anything, but they are living under the same roof. Then, don't say that there is some relationship between them, and we have a word for that. We say both of them are roommates. Okay, they are roommates. How did they become roommates? Because they are in the same location. Okay, living under the same roof. Classmates, roommates, so on and so forth. I don't know if people call office mates. Nobody likes each other in offices, I suppose. And then samanena adhikaranena sambandha. Adhikaranam means location. What location? Not two different locations. It is one common location. So there are two elements, and both of them are in the same location. And that is how samanena adhikaranena sambandha. This is how that sambandha between these two is there. Samanadhikaranya. Now this is the samanadhikaranya. Tat katham. How can this become responsible for the sentence to deliver its meaning, for the sentence to generate the knowledge? Tat katham vakyartha jnana utpatto hetu syad. Hetu meaning the cause. How will these be two? How will this sambandha become responsible in delivering the knowledge generated by the sentence? This is the doubt. Now, though in the Mula Grantha, this doubt is not verbalized, yet in the commentary, the reason to explain the samanadhikaranyam, now we are going to have the explanation. Mula Grantha now. Samanadhikaranyam nama. What is samanadhikaranyam? I will give you, before we jump over there, one thing that you can always remember. In Sanskrit language, we have these 7 cases, right? Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturthi, Panchami, Shashti, Saptami, and then Sambodhan. Okay, these are the 7 cases. For all the nouns, these are the 7 cases. So, Ramaha, Ram, Ramena, Ramaya, Rama, Ramasya, Rame, Hey Ram. This is how it will work. Now, suppose he says, in a sentence, when there are 2 words, and when both the words are belonging to the same case. So now belonging to the same case means, suppose both of these are in the Same case meaning same location. So samanadhikaranyam. Now if I say raktam pushpam anaya, I could have said rakta pushpam anaya, making it a what? A compound word, rakta pushpam. But then I'm saying raktam pushpam anaya. Bring the red flower. English does not actually give us this beautiful flexibility of the language. Bring the red flower. Raktam pushpam anaya. Now, raktam, this word is also in the second case. Pushpam is also in the second case. Therefore, now, this allows both the words to be in the same location in the second case. And therefore, both these words, by the virtue of being in the same location, now they have samanadhikaranyam. This is one thing. If this is gotten, furthermore, now he is going to tell you something more. When will it be called as samanadhikaranyam? Samanadhikaranyam nama bhinna pravritti nimittanam shabdanam ekasmin arthe vrittihi. There are two words. Both these words, how are they? The reason for them to be there, the pravritti hetu is different. Pravritti nimitta, why these words have arrived over here? You know, just saying ghatam anaya, bring the pot. Then I can say ghatam kalasham anaya. Is it required to say ghatam kalasham anaya? Kalasham also means a pot. Ghatam also means a pot. When one word is capable of doing that, why would you require a second word and make it redundant? And if you are insisting on using such kind of a sentence, two words, synonyms, in one sentence, then now the problem is going to be that there is some ghata which is not kalasha. This is the meaning that you will derive. That's why the words, there are two words, both these words have different reasons to be there. Okay? Both these words have different reasons because of which they have arrived in that sentence. Bhinna pravritti nimittanam shabdanam. But both the words indicate the same object. Ekasmin arthe vrittihi. Both of them, where are they directed? To the same object. Like raktam also is going in towards the same object. The word pushpam is also taking you to the same object. But now, though these two words are indicating the same object, yet you cannot read them as synonyms. You see, the reason for them to be there are different. The reason why the word red is there and the reason why the word pushpam, flower, is there, different. And therefore, now once again go to the sentence and find out if you are able to comprehend it. Bhinna pravritti nimittanam shabdanam ekasmin arthe vrittihi. Okay. This is the definition of samanadhikaranyam. Pakka karo. Huh? What is samanadhikaranyam? Bhinna pravritti nimittanam shabdanam ekasmin arthe vrittihi. My request to you people is, whenever you are going to find definitions like this, just make a separate note only of definitions. Okay? Make a separate note of just definitions. Then all these definitions can be collected together and arranged alphabetically or topic wise, and it can become a glossary. Bhinna pravritti nimittanam shabdanam ekasmin arthe vrittihi samanadhikaranyam. Now, in order for us to understand what is samanadhikaranyam and how the words will function, or how the sambandha is established, how that contact is established, he now uses an example. Soyam devadattaha. Okay, a very, very popular example. This is an example. Soyam devadattaha. Puja Gurudev used to dramatize a lot about this. Mr. Gupta, I met him in Allahabad, and then after 20 years, I meet him in Mumbai, Bombay, and the same Mr. Gupta whom I saw there, like that. So, Soyam devadattaha. Now look at this. Soyam means Saha Ayam Devadatta. Whom are you talking about? Devadatta. Okay. So this gentleman, his name is Devadatta. Devadatta is a very famous fellow. He is there everywhere, including grammar books. Yagyadatta, Somadatta, Devadatta, these are everywhere. Soyam Devadatta. Now look at this sentence. Saha, he goes into the third person. And that means not just third, it means that you're talking about someone who is distant. So, Saha, and then Ayam. Ayam means this, immediate, right in front. Ayam. Now imagine the sentence was like this. Saha Devadatta. That is Devadatta. Then there is another sentence. Ayam Devadatta. This is Devadatta. Now, if the sentences are split like this, the word Saha Devadatta and Ayam Devadatta is there, then what understanding will dawn in you? That he is talking about two different Devadattas. That Devadatta and this Devadatta. Okay? That Devadatta and this Devadatta. But if the words come and sit together in one sentence, that is this Devadatta. He is this Devadatta. So that is this Devadatta. Soyam Devadattaha iti. Now, okay, this is the sentence. Now look, we have to understand how the Samanadhikaranyam works. Now, every word. Tatkala Vishishta Devadatta Vachaka Sa Shabdasya. Etatkala Vishishta Devadatta Vachaka Aya Shabdasya. Ekasmin Devadatta Pinde Vrittihi. Now, when you are going to say that, means somebody whom you have met 10 years ago, Tatkala Vishishta, qualified by that period, 10 years ago, qualified by that period. So, Tatkala Vishishta. So it is talking about which Devadatta? Devadatta whom you had met 10 years ago. Tatkala Vishishta. Tatkala. Tatkala Vishishta Devadattasya. Which word allows you to know Devadatta whom you had met 10 years ago? Saha, that Devadatta. Got it? Now, Ayam, this Devadatta means Etat Kala Vishishta Devadatta. Devadatta who is an immediate person. Etat Kala, this very, in this frame of time, the present frame of time. So now Devadatta who was 10 years, who is qualified by, with the conditioning of 10 years ago of the past, and this one of the present. Now, people name their children as, somebody names his son as Shivaji. Now that Shivaji was valorous, Chhatrapati Shivaji, valorous, and extremely devoted to his mother and father and everything. And this fellow, now this is the fellow who is lazy, refuses to even to lift a spoon in the house, and poor mother and father have to toil. Right? This fellow is not willing to do anything. Lazy. So that Shivaji, this Shivaji. Now it means that Shivaji means Tatkala Vishishta. This Shivaji means Etatkala Vishishta. Correct? So now over here it is going to, if it is that and this, will mean Tatkala Vishishta, Etatkala Vishishta. Okay? Two different. But Saha, that, Ayam, and this, both these words are pointing towards which object? This Devadatta, the Devadatta, the Pinda, this particular person. So now what happens is, Etat Kala Vishishta Devadatta Vachakasya Ayam Shabdasya Cha Ekasmin Devadatta Pinde Vrittihi. Where is it moving towards? Towards this. Vritti matlab vartana. Kahan hai uska rehna? Both these words, un dono ka, in this body called as Devadatta. So the word Saha and the word Ayam, both of them, though they carry different meanings, are they not carrying different meanings? Like Tatkala Vishishta. Ayam means Etatkala Vishishta. And yet, both these words are coming into the same object. Ekasmin Pinde Vrittihi. iti samanadhikaranyam. Got it? And we are going to go to the word Vakyam Tatvamasi, but the teacher is going to lead us softly and systematically. So now between the words, there is Samanadhikaranyam, we have seen. Now he explains to us what is Visheshana Vishesha Bhav. This sorry, Visheshana Vishesha Bhava Sambandha. Where does this sambandha, between what is this sambandha? It is not, we are, this Visheshana Vishesha Bhava Sambandha is not in the padas, not in the words. Then where? Between the objects brought to you by those words. Yet not, we have not yet gone to the sentence. We are just looking at the objects brought to you by those words. Okay, now padarthayo, therefore, no. Before we go to the Vishesha Vishesha, let's go to the commentary part. Shabdanam ekasmin arthe vritti samanadhikaranyam iti ukte. Sir, why are you giving this kind of a definition to samanadhikaranyam, for us to understand what is samanadhikaranyam? What definition was provided? Bhinna pravritti nimittanam shabdanam ekasmin arthe vritti. Say, suppose, if you simply say different words have the same object. Different words having the same object. Okay. And that also can become samanadhikaranyam. Different words indicating same object. So we will be able to cut out that part where you are saying bhinna pravritti nimittana. So he says even that part of the definition is also required. Why? Look at it. Iti ukte, if you insist on saying shabdanam ekasmin arthe vritti iti ukte, then ghata kalashayorapi samanadhikaranyam syat. Now the whole dictionary will also become samanadhikaranyam. Different words. The word ghata and the word kalasha also mean the same object. Part. Therefore, Ghatakalashayorapi samanadhikaranyam syat tatascha. Also let it be. Now what will happen? Then he says tatascha tabhyamapi vakyarth bodha syat. Then you should expect a knowledge generated by the sentence, if this is the case. So now I'm going to say Ghata kalashaha. Kuch mila? Ghata kalashaha. Then it is not a sentence. Though they are synonyms, synonyms together are not delivering any meaning over here as a vakyam. They cannot function as a vakyam. Though, so therefore, tatascha tabhyamapi vakyarth bodha syat. No, chatadasti. That doesn't exist. Why? Tayoho paryayatvat. Because both those words are only synonyms, paryayavachi shabdas. So, nachatadasti tayoho paryayatvat ataha tadvaranaya. In order to overcome this kind of a confusion, we have to have the part of the definition which says bhinna pravritti nimittanam shabdanam ekasmin arthe vritti. This is required. Atastadvaranaya uktam bhinneti. Tatra udaharanam aha yatha iti. Then the teacher, the author, provides us with an example, yatha. Whenever it is yatha, it will become an example. And then through the example, what is conveyed? Some point. And then that will be tatha. Like that. So also over here. Tatra udaharanam aha yatheti. Okay. Visheshan vishesha bhava sambandham aha padartha yoriti. Now samanadhikaranyam we have understood. We get it very clear. Tatka, and keep yourself now presently limited to the example. Which example? Soyam devadattaha. The word saha is indicative about Devadatta, who was met by you 10 years ago. Tatkala vishish. How will you say? Devadatta, whom you had met in the past. Tatkala vishish. Maybe 10 years ago, he still had a hair on his scalp. Now that you meet him after 10 years, safa ho gaya. It is all the head is shining and there's such a nice forehead. Big forehead. Yeah. Tatkala vishishta. And ayam shabda. The word ayam, this indicates which Devadatta, who in the present. So etat kala vishishta Devadatta. Saha shabda talks about tatkala vishishta Devadatta, and ayam shabda talks about etat kala, etat kala vishishta Devadatta. But it is not like that Shivaji and this Shivaji. That Shivaji, this Shivaji. That is Raja Shivaji. And this fellow is only troublemaker, nothing else. You're just becoming source of anxiety to the parents. Nothing else. You know, just in something that is out of context. But you can remember. The word putra means pum nama naraka trayate iti putra. Putra kaho, putri kaho. Itna to samajh lo. Pumna, there is one miserable existence, hellish existence, naraka. How? That naraka is called as pum. Then the son is he who delivers the parents out of that hellish existence, misery. So who is a putra? The one who takes the parents out of anxiety and worry. Putra is not he who makes the parents worry. Pumnam naraka trayate iti putraha. So that putra means he is a total assurance. Then putra. Like that. This Shivaji, we only have to worry about how he's going. That Shivaji was taking care of thousands of people and providing to thousands of people, gave them everything. The freedom, uh, and then prosperity, security. That is what the king, and made people free from worry. And there was Ananda Vanabhuti. Samartha says, Ramdas Swami. But this fellow is forget making giving prosperity or anything. He's only just making us worry. I don't know what he's going to do. Like that. So that Shivaji is Shivaji. No. Is it like that? That Devadatta, this Devadatta, that Devadatta, Tatkala Vishishta. Etad Dev, Ayam Devadattaha, Etatkala Vishishta. But both the words, the reason why both the words have come, Saha, the word Saha has arrived to indicate Devadatta who was Tatkala Vishishta. So, Bhinna Pravritti. What is the nimitta for this word Saha to arrive? The Pravritti is Bhinna. The Hetu is different. Bhinna Pravritti nimitta is there. And Ayam, this Devadatta, the word Ayam has come to indicate something, someone who is immediate right in front of you. So, Etat Kala Vishishta Devadatta. But both these words, though they have Bhinna Pravritti Nimitta, the reason for them to arrive over here is different, yet both of them converge into the same object. One ekasmin arthe vritti. The Bhinna Pravritti Nimitta, but their vritti is ekasmin arthe. Then these words are said to be having samanadhikaranyam. Both the words saha and ayam, they are related to each other as samanadhikaranyam, through samanadhikaranyam. Got it? Pakka kar liya. Then, now we move to Visheshana Vishesha Bhava Sambandha. This particular sambandha is not between the words, but it is between the objects of those words. Visheshana Vishesha Bhava Sambandha. Yatha. Now, before we understand Visheshana Vishesha Bhava Sambandha, we already have cognized one fact that this particular sambandha exists between the padarthas, not between the padas, between the padarthas, the two objects brought by these words, two different objects brought by two different words, padarthas. Okay. So, now so this is a padarthayoho sambandha is called as Visheshana Vishesha Bhava Sambandha. Okay, now we can proceed. Further, in the commentary part, now go to the commentary section on 119. Padajanya jnana vishayatvam padarthatvam. Sir, it's okay. But first of all, please tell us what is padarth. What is padarth? We understand pada, the word pada. Pada means a word. But what is padarth, sir? So he gives you the definition of padarth. How? Padajanya jnana vishayatvam padarthatvam. Hope you are noting it down, everything. Now, because all this is potent, very concise, very, very clear. That's why very important to keep a track of all this. Jan. Now, whenever a word is spoken, what happens? When a word is spoken, it generates knowledge. It generates a cognition. Words are vocal cords vibrating. Okay? But when the word is spoken, it generates a cognition, a certain understanding. Now he says, Padajanya jnanam. So there is a cognition. Then, when you say knowledge is generated, naturally the question is, knowledge about what? Correct. So you are asking, hey, he has knowledge. What knowledge he has? Regarding what? What is the object of his knowledge? So now, word generates knowledge. The knowledge has an object to illuminate. So that vishaya, jnana vishaya, padajanya jnana vishaya. How are we going to say? Padajanya jnana vishayatvam padarthatvam. The object of knowledge, comma, knowledge which is generated by the word. So put it this way too. Word generates knowledge. Knowledge has an object. That object of the knowledge generated by the word is called as padarthatvam. Is the padarth. So now there is a word, saha. There is yet another word, I am. So the word saha generates certain knowledge. The word I am generates certain knowledge. Now that both the knowledges have their own respective objects. Both the knowledges will have their respective objects. And then what are we going to discover? That both the words, they have generated knowledge, and both the objects of both the knowledges is the same. Yet these words are not, the words are not synonyms. We have already seen that. The words are not synonyms. Yet two different words with different meanings. The words have generated knowledge. The knowledge has an object. An object of both the knowledges is the same. When this is going to happen, we are going to say, now the padarthas have a sambandha between both of them, and that sambandha, that connection of these objects is what? Visheshana Vishesha Bhava Sambandha. Got it? Then question comes, sir, what is Visheshana? What is Vishesha? So now the teacher talks to you about that. Vyavartakam Visheshanam, Vyavartyam Visheshyam. What is called as Visheshanam? Vyavartakam. What is called as Visheshyam? Vyavartyam. आप पकड़ लेना इन एक एक शब्दों को. This is the reason why, this language, Sanskrit, is the precision with which the language functions may not be possible in any other language. Okay, this is the greatness of this. This language has the reason for it is to deliver this knowledge. Vyavartakam Visheshanam, Vyavartyam Visheshyam. Now you have understood what is Padartha. What is Padartha? Object of knowledge. Knowledge which is generated by the word is so what is Padartha? Words generate knowledge. Knowledge has an object. That object of the knowledge which is generated by the words is called as Padartha. Pura karlo. Go complete the circle of that thing. That is Padartha. So Padarthas, now the words have Padartha. There is Padartha. Between these two objects of those words, there is a relationship, a connection. And what is it? It is called Visheshana Visheshabhava. What do they do? The Visheshanam means that which is Vyavartakam, and Visheshyam means that what is Vyavartyam. Now we have to see these two, and then only we can proceed. It does not matter even if it is going to take time, but it is worth giving time to all this. There is no hurry. Those people who are saying that we want a quick, this thing, mysticism and all. Dur se namaskar. Vyavartakam Visheshanam Vyavartyam Visheshyam. We have to look at this particular thing, which we will do tomorrow. Brahmaham yat prasadena Mai Vishwam Prakalpitam Srimad Swayam Prakashakyam Pranavmi Jagatam Guru Yah Paramatma Jagat Srishtva Pravivesha Punaswayam Tam Krishnam Pratyagatmanam Vande Gopi Manoharam Yasya Prasadadhamadvayatma Vishwam Samastam Mayi Kalpitancha Tam Sarvalokaita Gurum Sadashri Swayam Prakasham Gurumanatosmi Gurunam Charanam Kosham Pranipatya Nirantaram Tatkripa Chinta Kaustupamarabeyo Mahadev, Mahadev, Mahadev. Thank you all. Thank you very much.